All right. What's up? Welcome back to another episode of The Urban Platform Speaks. We got a good show for y'all today, as usual. Um, Recently, Jada came. Jada was in Baltimore. Then Will is in Baltimore also to support her with this book thing. So, like, how you feel about the Will and Jada thing going on? How you feel about that?
Every time every time you introduce
What?
Will and Jada, you always gotta be like, Jada is here, but Will is there to encourage, support, dedicate his life
Yeah,
and time to her.
that's
But they were here. Her mother turned 70 or something,
yeah.
and I believe her mother still lives here. Like so, they were at her birthday party.
Okay.
Um, and it was Will, his son Trey, all of them were there. Everybody. After like looking at that and then hearing something that Will Smith said on
Hmm.
stage that Jada is like his best friend ever. Like he'll never not love her. He'll never not love her for whatever reason. Like she really, it doesn't matter what she does. It's like love unconditional. Once he said that, I was like, well, ain't no hope for you.
Yeah.
And this whole Will, he's not going to. She can just do whatever she wants. That man does not care.
Do you know what Stockholm syndrome is?
Yes, I've heard of it.
Yeah, so that's like for people who don't know, Stockholm syndrome is like when like if you have been captured by somebody,
Yes.
then you kind of like take on the beliefs
Of that person.
of the person that you kind of sympathetic, and you take on the beliefs and of the person and the characteristics of the person or the people that has captured you. Captured you.
So
So
Jada captured Will.
yeah, so Will. I'm thinking that Will is suffering from Stockholm syndrome. Cause ain't no way all this stuff, all this stuff that Jada is putting Will through, that this dude is not suffering from Stockholm syndrome.
Wow.
That is crazy.
Wow. Why does he have to be suffering from anything? He just loves this woman. He
Yo.
already knows he's been with her all this time. He knows
Yo.
what to expect from her. This does not come as a surprise to him. It is a surprise to us. Like we're the people like, I can't believe, but I know for a fact that he has been dealing with Jada as Jada has been all these last 25 years.
Man, like, all right. So, do you think if Will had taken Jada through all the changes that she taken him, or like publicly saying stuff about her throughout, do you think that she would have put up with this?
I think she would probably have put up with it for way longer than you think she would have. It would have been something that would have, if it wasn't the first infidelity or the whole situation with the the oldest son and the mother, like when they first, if that wasn't enough, like outside of that, I don't really know. I mean, August Alsina, she kind of put herself in a situation where she could have been in that moment like, okay, Will could have just walked away, but he didn't want to.
Man.
So
All right, so like women, all right, I ain't gonna say women, but people always try to use that excuse, well, we wasn't together or we broke up, we was on a break, that kind of stuff. Like, I mean, even what was the guy? Dwayne Wade did it with
absolutely. He's
with
ridiculous. You
with
talking about
Gabby.
somebody with
He had
Stockholm syndrome.
he had a break baby on her, but still, that, you know what I mean? Like, if you're gonna get a divorce, number one, get a divorce. Like, why be separated for all those years? Then she just recently said they was separated for like 7 years or something like that. I mean, even if they was divorced and she still was talking bad about him like that, or that still don't make the situation right. So I just think that I don't know.
She said they was never going to divorce. They both said
Yeah, Will, I think Will need like an intervention.
Oh Jesus!
Somebody need to talk some sense into him, because evidently.
because he loves
Ain't no such thing. That's not love. I don't know, like the stuff that he doing to her.
He's telling her truth. He already told his truth.
That's I don't know. Well, I mean, you could tell your truth, but if your truth don't hurt somebody else,
It's not hurting it.
it's yeah. I think, and it don't make him look good, you know. So his truth.
I don't necessarily think he concerned about how he look. It don't seem like he hurt. If he said he support her, I don't think.
Yeah.
I feel like he love her unconditionally. He said he posted in the video he said, can you love somebody even when you don't agree with what they doing?
Yeah.
He don't agree with it, but he loves her.
So at what point where y'all think the line should be drawn at so she can do anything?
I don't feel like it's anything.
So where's the line drawn at? Well, like where would y'all draw the line? Like I would have been drawing a line.
Of course you would. You would have
Because
been drawing a line
yeah.
at scratch.
Nah, I mean, I would have like
stepped out the door wrong.
I'm trying to think like what was the first situation? I mean, even when they first got together and Will was getting ready to fight what's the guy named Tommy Davidson in there, like on the set. And then she tried to make it look like, like, don't do this, y'all. This when she the one who caused that situation, I still would have been like kind of looking at her like,
That's because you have a totally different set of boundaries. Like your line across.
Yeah,
is so
because
thin.
I'm thinking like in a relationship, like if y'all like they building together and she at no point in time, or a lot of times she don't make it seem like they are a team. She like y'all, like it's his team, then it's her team, and then she on it when it's beneficial to her, then they a team.
You say it's his team and it's her team.
Then it's her team.
Who's in control of his team? She is.
She is, yes. She in control of the whole situation.
Yeah. And at no point she in control. At no point are we going to blame Will for allowing her to have all of this control.
Yeah, I mean, I do think.
I'm just saying hypothetically, me neither. But he says she in control of everything.
Yeah, I think that she is a control. Y'all don't think she is a controlling person with a controlling personality?
I mean, all I know is that she's a Virgo, so I know that Virgos have some.
You say she aggressive?
And maybe a little obsessive, compulsive, like.
She not controlling though. Y'all don't think she
controlling? I feel like Virgos have too much of a free spirit. I mean, they control the realms of the things that they can. So if you're put in a position where you're allowed the control, then you're gonna assume the control just because that's just the character trait that we have. But we don't go to seek control over situations.
Yeah, I think
we just fall into a place where if the control is there and it's allowed for us to have it, then we're gonna take it. I feel like
yeah.
I feel like
she is controlling.
Whatever, he gave her free round.
She is manipulative.
Oh.
And she is delusional.
Oh.
Yeah.
So controlling, manipulative, and delusional.
Yeah.
So you think she is just awful?
Oh, y'all, well, yeah. And she, I mean, I like that. Like I said, that's what she is. She's controlling because she always tried to, like stare the narrative. She always try to direct what the narrative is, and she is, manipulative for the same reason.
Well,
and, delusional comes in when she just think that like she should be the centerpiece about everything. Like everything should revolve around her. Even when she speak about like the relationship that she had, the friendship that she had with Tupac. And a lot of people have come out and disputed that and said, well, for the last year of his life, like y'all was barely even in contact with each other.
Can friends have a falling out? Like,
well, I don't know if they had a falling out, but she wasn't a priority to him though.
That's fine, and sometimes you just aren't to your friends at certain points in their lives. You don't have to talk to your friend every day for y'all to still be solid.
But a year.
I mean, listen, I've been through challenges with friends over that lasted a year or more until somebody decided that they wanted to step up and be like, okay, let's have a conversation about it. But I don't see that's that far-fetched. I just feel like she's in a position where her husband is okay outwardly to the public. He doesn't make it seem like he has a problem with the way that she's moving. He does not agree possibly with how she's moving, but that's how she's moving. I don't think he's internalizing it. He's allowing everybody else to feel a way about it that he just doesn't have the same feeling towards her. Like,
yeah,
she might be manipulative or whatever the case may be, but could we also look at it like maybe she doing like what her husband would do when it was his turn? She's out here promoting her book, going on interviews, feeding her family, just like if she was on the other foot and he had to promote a movie or promote it, whatever, he would be out here doing the same thing.
So whenever he promote a movie though, the movie don't put her in a bad light.
I mean, but this is a different.
So she promote her
thing.
Right, exactly. So all right, so if he promote his his book, I mean, she promote her book and it put him in a bad light, and y'all supposed to be a team, that's working against the team. But in my opinion, it is.
If how do we know that the book is putting him in a bad light? Maybe the way that she is publicizing the book might be, but how do we know the book is necessarily putting him in a bad light?
Well, I mean, yeah, but I mean, if they a team, like I said, and the things that she is saying about the book or she referencing in the book to get people interested and to purchase the book, it just don't put him in a good light. It don't put her or him in a good light.
Do you think that she just did this without asking him? She didn't consult him. She just was like, okay, I'm gonna go on these. I'm going on these. Just went on these shows without having a conversation.
I don't know if she consulted him before she did. She could have, and maybe she didn't. And again, to me, still, it don't matter. If she consulted him and he said go for it, that's still not a good look. If she consulted him and he said, I think you should leave this out, or don't do this, or don't do that.
But if he said go for it, it's not a good look on who?
But neither one of them. You know what I mean? Like, that's not the type of relationship that I don't think like two healthy people would try to emulate and say, oh yeah, I want this kind of relationship. I don't see them like a positive relationship that you might see from people that people might say, all right, well, I would like that kind of relationship is Angela Bassett and what's the guy named Courtney Vance. Y'all, Courtney Vance. So, she is in the public, Angela Bassett is in the public, and a really good actress. But in order to promote her different projects or whatever else she got going on, she don't have to make her husband, who is also a public figure, she don't have to make him look bad.
But that doesn't, their relationship and maybe the things that she chooses to do are all personal, decisions. They two different people. It doesn't reflect on a whole group. Like, I wouldn't necessarily say I wanted to emulate them either, just because we don't know their business in the street. Like right, yeah, I don't necessarily say that. I feel like it ain't always been Jada's fault that her and Will have been publicly, embarrassed or whatever, because just here lately it seems like she's been doing a lot of it, but years past he did a whole lot of stuff himself, like a whole lot of stuff, and I don't feel like nobody made a big deal out of it, like, oh, he out here embarrassing his wife.
Yeah, I don't know what Will did.
Yep, and that's the problem. You don't know what Will did, but whatever Jada, they said Jada
because
did she did it.
It's, I guess, I don't know why, but it's more public with what she do.
Maybe because you're paying attention, right? Yeah.
So, like I was saying about like Angela Bassett and her husband Courtney Vance, like, like her projects don't make her look bad when she promote her different, things, and his probably, and don't make her, they don't put their business out in the street like that.
It's probably a lot of people that don't know they married.
Everybody know they married.
It took me a long time to know that they were married. I had no idea.
Well, that's not a bad thing. If you don't know that they married, that might be even a better thing. Well,
like they were raised at a different time.
Well, what about Jay-Z and Beyonce then?
Absolutely not.
They're a younger couple. So
absolutely not. There is.
Well, wait a minute. Jay-Z
and Beyonce are the same age. And listen, Absolutely not. I don't want to emulate them either, because I watched them, and to me, they just got into a place where they seemed like a couple to look up to. Prior to now, they were not. They were not.
I'm not talking about.
She was reckless.
I'm not talking about somebody to look up to, but I'm talking about like as far as like presenting a public image.
But
like,
that's because you cheated. And Jay-Z and Beyonce were already their own public images to a very high degree. Will and Jada were too, but Will is a movie star. Jada was a budding actress. Her career never took off to the depths and heights that her husband did. So she's promoting her book. Mm-hmm. And promoting her book, she has to talk about herself. She can't promote her book and then be like, oh, I'm not going to talk about anything that's going to incriminate me and make me look unladylike.
Yeah, promoting her book to the detriment of her family, or her husband.
But that's because that's a perspective of not a whole, that's not a popular opinion, that she's promoting it to the detriment of her family.
Of her, yes, yeah. A lot of people, that's what most of the consensus is that she is promoting her book to the detriment of her, of her husband.
And guess who don't care? The husband that everybody has the consensus about.
That's why
he don't care, so it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter what anybody thinks, what we think, what they think. It doesn't matter because her husband doesn't care. So everybody, Stephen A. Smith jumping out there to speak up and talk terrible about a woman, and he's a single old man who ain't nowhere close, looking reckless in the media because he don't never be attached to nobody. You ain't attached to no woman. So how you gonna make a whole segment on a woman's ability to be a wife? Are you a woman or a wife? No, sir. So like, I just feel like too many people invested on wanting Will to be this macho man, and he don't give a damn about that. He never has been. But he never has been. He never presented himself as tough.
Well, I never refer to him as like a macho man or any. I just said like as a team, they don't look good out there. They don't look good as a team out there.
They feel good.
Yeah, no.
If she's promoting her book, he support her. That's teamwork. Whether it looks good
well,
or bad, they look like a team.
He is more of a team player than she is. Yeah, but I wouldn't want her kind of support.
Yeah, because Jada is never ever gonna get herself out of any detriment. She always gonna be wrong in your eyes. So no. I don't even know. Yes, it don't matter. It don't matter.
Yeah, if you're on a team with somebody and like a team supposed to have like one common goal, one focus, and that don't look to me to be like one common goal, one common focus, and like on any team that any team that you play for or anything, if you got other people like with going in different directions, then it just makes it harder for the team. Like, what direction is that they moving in?
Wherever they go, I can't tell you what direction they go in. She's promoting her book. He's outwardly saying he supports her. Yeah. That's teamwork.
Yeah.
Whether it looks good or looks bad, they moving like a team, right? Now, not being a team that will come in like, no, this is crazy. Let me leave her. I'm gonna deport her.
Well,
that's teamwork. But
right.
Support her makes that's being a husband.
That just make him look like a sucker.
That's perspective right there.
It's a common, you know what I mean? Like a lot more people probably would think that he looked like a sucker then.
And that's what I mean about, because we are measuring bravado and like the male, like what men are supposed to be.
No, a
lot of people who feel that way are very alpha men.
Oh well.
If he had been doing the stuff that she did, and he was now talking about it, promoting the book, and if she was behind him, it would be normal.
No, I didn't normalize it. I just gave y'all an example of the guy had a breakup baby. What I said? The guy had a breakup baby on Gabrielle Union. What's his name? Dwayne Wade. Right? Yeah. So that's what I'm saying. So that. Yeah, I mean, she probably should. That's what I'm saying. I just gave you two examples, one on each side. So I didn't say Dwayne Wade was right for, you know what I mean, for having a breakup baby with somebody while they were supposedly on a break. And I'm not saying that this other lady.
She never spoke of it or nothing. And nobody said anything about Dwayne Wade and how he publicly humiliated her.
People did drag Dwayne Wade. I don't care if it was for one day or they drug him. They drug him for a good while.
They are holding Jada accountable for.
Because she constantly like do stuff. You know, it's always about Tupac.
It's a different situation though, because I'm not, as a grown man, men are not gonna jump out there and especially a male public figure gonna jump out there and tell the whole world he had a break baby. Like, he wasn't standing on that. He was not going to tell anybody that. That wasn't going to be something that was going to hit the streets.
He couldn't deny that he had a baby with her.
But that wasn't something. Who put that business out there? Because I'm sure
I don't know where it came from, but he didn't deny it.
Yeah, as he couldn't. However, she is promoting her book. She's talking about herself. You can't compare the two. Like, oh, she stands behind him. No, I mean, like Gabrielle Union standing behind Dwayne Wade during the time where he was talking about a break baby. That was when she found out. This stuff that Jada is talking about is not stuff that she just found out. It's stuff that she's known that the public didn't know. And so now she's like, I know this man gave her permission. I know this woman sat down with her family and told them, listen, this is what is about to happen. I don't see her straying away from that. I don't see her. I just don't. She's too vocal. She told them that she was about to go and a little bit of their laundry out. And they was like, oh, hey, man.
I was ready to say, I see
all of them.
Y'all gonna buy her book?
I don't know. Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't know. I might
just to support.
Not even to support. Just to hear some of the things that she has to say. I might, take a glance.
Yeah.
Glimpse at it. Glance.
All right. So y'all just let me know what y'all think. If y'all think it's a good look for them as a unit. Let me know how you feel. Leave a comment. Make sure to like and subscribe to the channel. Also, go to our website, urbanplatformfashion.com, and pick up some of our merchandise. We got the hoodies. We have long sleeve t-shirts. We also have short sleeve t-shirts. And we have a line of socks also coming that we're going to be adding to the website. So yeah, make sure, to support the channel. And we appreciate you, for people who have supported thus far. And again, like I said, just make sure to like and subscribe and let us know what you think about the Will and Jada saga. And if you think that Will is suffering from Stockholm syndrome.
Oh my gosh. Please let us know. If somebody really clarify if we can even apply Stockholm syndrome to this particular situation.
Will is a classic case. Will is a classic. He is a classic case of Stockholm syndrome.
This is a reach. This is them every week reaching.
Yeah, let us know what you think, though. Appreciate y'all support.